Hey, it's Mr. Malte. Today we're doing our full microbit lesson. So this first video will be a walk through the actual physical microbit and its features. So students should have these on their desks. Pull the microbit out of the static bag. Take a look, give it a poke, look at it, test it out. What does it have? Just take a look, take a few seconds. Remember, at each step, if you want to have a little more time with your class, pause the video. That's how YouTube works. Let's do it. So, first of all, I notice there are buttons. 2 on the front, 1 in the back. That back one's a reset button. The front ones can make all kinds of things happen. That's depending on what you code them to do. Whether that's, sounds or light or other things happening. Those buttons can do a lot of awesome stuff. And we might ask, what is a microbit? A microbit is, students might have seen something similar maybe in like a calculator that's broken, or if you've seen different circuits in different places, like a motherboard on a computer. And it is a microcomputer. When I was a kid, I liked to take things apart. I once took apart a robot, like an electronic tank, and it had one of these in it, and I never got it back together properly after. So, sad. But it is a microcomputer that you can program to do so many cool things. So we got these buttons, and they can do a lot of stuff, whatever we program them to do. These are LEDs on the front. Not only can you make these 25 LEDs light up, but they can also take light in. So that means in grade 4, you could, measure light and see if it's a good place for your plants to grow. Or you could, in grade 5, Alberta, have a burglar alarm where you open your locker and beep, when it sees the light, an alarm goes off, all those fun things. So the LED lights take light in, they measure light, and they give light out. So that's pretty awesome. There's a strip of metal, which, of course, will be conductive. And there's one, the love meter is what actually has a little bit of an activity with that. But if you hold the GND and any of the pins, pin 0, pin 1, or pin 2, you can be the circuit. So I have plugged in, alligator clips to my microbit and stuck one into an apple, one into an orange, one into a banana, and made a little fruit piano with the microbit and the sound, which is pretty fun. So these are part of a circuit that can, it can conduct. On the back, there is an antenna. And that means it can send those radio signals back and forth. It has a speaker, so it can make sound. It can also detect sound. So you could turn this into your own clapper. I don't know if you know from the 80s, there's clap on. And it was an actual, lamp or whatever you had hooked up to it, and you could just clap, and the noise would turn that thing on. And you can make this into something like that. Or you can make it into a noise meter for your classroom, where if you make loud noise, it's unhappy, and if it's quiet, it's happy. So noise meters, all those fun things, anything with sound, or when you talk to it, it'll be quiet, or all those fun things. Yeah, super great. We did one too, we did virtual pets, where the logo, you pet it, and it got happy, and then when you covered it up and it was dark, it went to sleep and had a little sleepy face on it. So that was fun. It also has a compass, so it can detect, direction and actual degrees, which is great. It has an accelerometer, so if you shake it, you can hear that it can, detect movement. So you could turn it into like a Fitbit, basically. So, man, so many things you can do. I haven't even covered all the things. It can be a part of so many circuits, whether you're doing plant watering systems and automatic pumps or just LED lights. Super, super fun. Lots of sensors you can add later on, but there's something at each grade level that you can do with the microbit that covers our science outcomes and computer science outcomes. So, the microbit. Let's get going with some actual coding.